You looked very human, and there were like locks of like dark blonde hair, and had that sort of everyman like chiseled jaw, good-looking individual. Yeah, you were looking real good for a while there, Captain.
I can't remember anything. I was blonde. Huh.
I think he's blonde.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you had that twinkle in your eye.
Huh.
Yeah,
Uh,
charming
uh,
smile.
in any case, I have never been this hungover and sick and ill ever, so I'm never touching that stuff again. I didn't get a second bottle though.
You could if you wanted to. I mean, it was you were not hard to look at.
Hmm, I appreciate that, but I think for now we better get more used to this mug. I should really find the other, maybe a water. I oh.
Well, better
What
get to it,
mug?
Captain.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Besides,
Thank
we got another supply run off planet, so we need to get going. But you need to
course,
find the rest of the crew.
of course. Thank you. Good work. Good luck with the run.
Oh yeah, no problem. And good luck finding the rest of the crew, Captain. You know how they can, you know how they can get themselves into trouble.
Yeah, I feel as if every time I'm gone specifically, they get into more trouble.
Well,
And
that's why they need their captain. So hop to it, Skipper.
Ed will go on, do one of these, and have a lot more humble a life, you know?
Got it.
Yeah.
You step off. The ship flies up into the atmosphere, leaving you just all by your lonesome on the dock. There's a lot of activity going on. What do you do?
Honestly, I think take his time because right now no one can judge him. He's not in a rush to find his brother, even though by all logical reasons he should. Sibling insecurity always surpasses logic in my head.
Fair enough. So we
Uh,
cut to like a very short, like smash cut of like Ed just like sitting at like a tavern, eating like a burger and like drinking a
yeah,
soda, just like really dragging his feet this morning.
yeah, because I know what's going on right now in the game. Ed doesn't, I think so. They're probably still philosophizing some. It's that.
Philosophizing.
How much trouble can actors have to get into? They're very responsible, and freaking, the chaplain's there, sure, and Bassan's there, so clearly nothing crazy will be happening. So Ed's meandering over, and he won't let too much time pass, but he'll
Yeah.
definitely have a little prop and stuff.
Yeah, you have a little lunch, you drag your feet a bit. You will, as you're doing this, you're gonna hear like there's a bit of a commotion here in the docks. You're gonna see these warriors, these like spear wielding warriors. They're wearing bronze breastplates, very nice breastplates, and they have like azure under tunics and like cloaks over top of their armor.
Okay.
They sort of walk down the street, sort of making announcements. It seems to be pissing off a lot of the Spelljammer community here on the docks. Um, and let's see. They say all Spelljammers are now grounded until you get a proper permit and see the dockmaster. You must be cleared and your cargo checked before being allowed to leave Thessalis. Thank you for your understanding that this has been set down by. Oh God, I've got ahead of myself. These laws have been set down by the authority of the Azure Vanguard And you hear captains and sailors like, "Oh, like, what are you doing? Like, come on!" Like, there's clearly like a commotion. People are not very happy about it, um, but they're imposing heavy restrictions on what ships are allowed to leave the docks. It seems.
That that just like on instinct is gonna probably trigger a little faster. Find the crew, you know. But
Yeah, you're gonna get up and go looking.
yeah, after that, because that does not seem right, and naturally is very worried.
Got it.
And
Yeah. All right, you begin to make your way. Where are you going in the city?
trying to make sure. No, Ed was already sick for that, so he was already gone from there. Well, honestly, we're past like I'll hit up all the places I've seen, and then once that's covered, I'll go like, all right, well let's venture off to I've not seen because I was here for the first day, so whatever parts of the city I've covered that day, and then see if I don't find them there, and then if not, I'll go unexplored and maybe even start asking them out if you get people.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's see. So you want to head to like you said to the places that you know. So you wanted to head to like Lumina Agora, for example.
Yeah, all those places seem like do I find them? Do I not?
Got it. So the closest place would be would be the Lumina Agora, where all the philosophers meet. There does seem to be a little bit more busy around here with individuals who are not of the sort of like wizardy philosopher type. There's plenty of them, but there also seems to be an influx of what look to be like spelljammer sailors, mercenary warriors are around here. They all seem to be gathering around this one, like the entrance of uh, one of these buildings that makes up the one of the buildings. Do you want to go take a look, see what's going on?
Yeah, sure. Like, I'll try to be a little inconspicuous about it. Like, since I appear like a spelljammer, I'm kind of blending in.
Yeah,
One of those half looking for my crew, half kind of just being like, what's going on? Kind of like
yeah,
when you
you
boundaries in a city.
Yeah, no worries. And no check required. You easily blend in. You look like any other sailor here. You make your way to the front. Why don't you make me a perception check to see if you're able to um, suss out what all the commotion's about?
14 plus 4, 18.
18. You do. You see that they're all sort of gathered around these. Well, for now, these two individuals were standing at this uh, board where this very large parchment has been sort of nailed into like the side wall, like this wood plank, basically. It looks to be like some kind of bounty poster, and there is a member of the Lumina Collective, is one of the philosophers, who are talking. Well, there's two of them talking to two of the this Azure Vanguard, the same guys in the bronze plate and the Azure cloaks, and the Azure cloaks are saying, "I mean, he's got a point. Legally, we can't tell him he's not. They're not allowed to." And he goes, "Damn." And he goes, "Always these philosophers are getting their way around the law." And they look and they say, "You won't get away with this. We will bring this to House Shambrath. This is a matter for the government." And these Lumina Collective philosophers, the older one will just smile pleasantly and will say, "Well, until the laws change, we will continue to post our bounty." And they kind of, the two vanguards in a huff, kind of pick up their spears and turn and leave. And people crowd around, including yourself, and you'll see that there is a rather large bounty um, uh, that is looking for what is his name here? Looking for an Yvonne Yord. It has his likeness on it, and they're offering 10,000 gold pieces for his
Oh,
capture, captured alive.
that was a very unfortunate time to have the Earth gymnastic mother. But luckily, I'm a little bit scraggly looking. If a rock can be scraggly, so I'm
Yeah,
definitely doing one of these numbers, backstepping out, and kind of having a oh shit, I really need to find the crew. Sort of
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, the lucky part, you get some looks, but they kind of shake their head and go back to it because you do look one Earth Genasi to another looks very, very different because of different rock formations and
Right.
sediments and such. So you do look very different from your brother, which is, yeah, you're probably going to get stopped a couple times just by the grace of being an Earth Genasi because of just, you know, just, you know, basically racism. Just people being like, yeah. So you're like, oh, you see mercenaries seeing it, going and it says like, located somewhere in Thessalos. Reward upon delivery alive. No reward if delivered dead, or harmed. Harmed beyond ability to speak. Like basically, there's like stipulations to alive and whatever, but it's a 10,000 gold reward. And you see you see adventurers like with wide, greedy eyes, like looking and like forming adventuring bands right there at the post and being like, okay, well, let's go take a look around the Bay Revel district. And like five of them go this way, and five of them go that way, and it's like a mad Easter egg scavenger hunt has begun really quickly.
I'm looking for my crew first. For
Okay.
and I'm mad
Um,
they're already aware of this because they're a great crew. They're responsible, focused, oriented. They're very. So
Pray to whatever gods.
yeah, not at all controlled by chaotic gods. They're straight shooters. My guys are. So I'm gonna look for them. Like I'm again counting on that thrift to have made all the right choices. That thrift's great. Like that.
Absolutely. You begin to walk away. Um, you see, uh, yeah, yeah. You just begin to walk away, and that's all. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, there's still a lot of city to look around. Where to, my friend?
Hmm. What's like the farthest unexplored section I haven't seen? Like, is it
Make me an insight check.
ooh, that's a
What's the
9
most distant place you haven't
plus
explored yet?
1 for a 10. That's
A
better.
10. You ask around about the various districts, and you realize one large district that you haven't explored. They're like, oh, there's also the Undercity. And you're like, what do you mean the Undercity? They're like, oh, well, yeah, if you go to like the Fey Revel district, there's a passage to like the Undercity. Nobody really goes there unless you're like dirt poor. Like it's where the, poor criminal, kind of it's where you go if you want to disappear, and if you
Okay.
don't have enough money to like, I don't know, live under Apollo's light. You kind of get one of those, and it's the only district you really haven't seen with your own two eyes.
I'm gonna go there because that sounds a lot like where I would have gone when I was hiding. And who knows, maybe that's where Evan's on. Like, he might be there. I'll go over there. So I'm gonna go to the other city. True or not,
Excellent.
something seems better there.
You make your way down the stairs past the favorable district. You walk by that guy, and he goes, "Hey, buddy, how are you doing? Oh, come on, come on!" And you walk by, and
Yeah.
you're like, no, no, I'm fucking busy. You walk down the stairs, and you see this. massive underground cavern held up by a number of massive support columns, natural support columns that hold up the roof in the city above. But it is a sprawling, maybe like mile or two long diameter undercity slums where cities are built into these or places are built into these columns, buildings on top of buildings. It is for the poor to squalid to wretched individual that lives down here. And as you're there, you're going to see this rather buxom, beautiful woman approach you. She looks like some kind of tavern wench. And she's going to approach you and she's going to say, is there something I can do to help you? Are you looking for someone?
I'm looking
No
for a
look from
group,
around here.
actually. My crew, you see, it would have been led by a dragonborn. Yeah,
Oh.
would be the automaton. Yay high, very
Yes, that's,
loud.
yeah, go
Maybe
ahead, Athrith.
goat.
Is
Maybe
the
goat.
is the, is the building still on the building we set on fire? Is it still on fire?
That's a great point, Athrith. That's one detail. As you're like talking to this chick, you're like kind of, ooh, I'll say it's smoldering a little still. It's been a minute. It's been actually like quite a while since that happened. No, it's
Yeah,
not. You guys had a long rest and everything. It's yeah, that's gone down.
fair
But
enough.
great detail, Athrith. Good call. Good catch. So you say this, Ed, and she goes, "Oh, I think I know just who you're looking for. Why don't you come with me and I'll lead you to your party? Make a wisdom saving throw." She casts suggestion on you.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
It's 16 plus 1 for 17.
Oh fuck, that might just do it. No, I was gonna make this is gonna go so well.
yeah.
I was gonna streamline this. Yeah, you managed to save. You feel like a little like itch in the back of your brain. I don't think you get to know that this attempt was made on you. So I'll double check, but as far as you know, she just said like I'll take you to your party.
My life's never been easy. That seems easy, man. So I'm gonna not do that. But uh, can I look around and see if there's any signs of like recent action, like maybe a fight or something? Like
Um, no, nothing here at like the
look
main.
around me. Like is it like now that I'm in the dirty city, is there like a lot of like beggars around? Is it busy? Is it active with people?
Uh, oh, it's busy. Yeah, it's busy with like there's definitely beggars at the stairs. There's like maybe a dozen beggars who are all doing this like on their knees. Um,
So I'll
Lots of
move
activity.
lady, not much like hostile, just be like, no, thank you, like I'll kind of move past her like a guy offering me a demo tape in like the city. Like, like I respect the hustle, but find another mark. And I'm gonna
Uh,
just keep touring around.
you do that, and interestingly enough, she like unlike the guy who's just trying to sell his mixtape, who just continues to stick there and try and see who she can hook. She like takes off into the district, like in a run.
Okay.
Like she saw you and she kind of like looked a little interested and said, "I'll take you to your party." And you're like, "No, no, 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 no." And you just like walk by, and then she like takes off into a run deep into the district.
No, I'll tell her that because that's a little weird. I don't like being known, and that kind of seems like she definitely knows who I am. So I'm gonna tell her, and I'm gonna try and stealthily tell her.
She's moving pretty quick if you're trying to be stealthy.
Oh, okay.
Go, you can do it. It's just going to elevate the DC a bit because it's a speedy
And,
stealth. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
well, I was gonna use one of if it makes sense. If this doesn't make sense, I'll just chase her. But I was gonna
No,
do
you're
my
good.
merging with the stone or Ganassi. Picture it's like a dirty, slummy city, so I could do that. But
Merging with the stone. What's that?
that just gives me what's it called? I'm drawing a blank right now. on the spell thingy. What's it called? I'll find it. Merge with stone. You get blade word, but also what's pass without trace.
Oh, okay, yeah. So as you begin to run, as you pass out to trace yourself, the stone under your feet as you step into it goes from like hard stone to like sort of like a soft, almost like catches your foot, and it's gonna like basically the earth and stone around you is going to sort of dampen itself to the sound it could have made. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check with a +10.
Oh yeah, that's 12 plus 3 for 15, 25.
25. Yeah, you're running quickly and like yeah, the stone is your ally, the earth under your feet is your ally. It dampens the sound. If you need to push yourself up against the wall will almost like the texture and like color of the stone will almost chameleon to match your shape. And you are able to tail her. She runs for about 2 or 3 minutes into about midway through the district and turns down an alley. And as she does so, you're going to see her sort of barmaid-esque form is going to sort of fade away like a mist, and she's going to be wearing a black robe. And she is going to approach these other three women who are wearing similarly dark robes, somewhat tattered. And they begin to speak to each other. What would they speak to each other in? Do you speak, let's say infernal?
Nope.
Nope. They begin to speak to each other in this diabolical, exotic language. Like this, you're like, oh, this is a cult shit. This is cult shit for sure. They're like, in like tongues basically, and you're like, what the fuck? And they all sort of speak to each other. There seems to be like I'll tell you what, maybe an insight check to try and like understand as much of the conversation as you can.
That is a 10 plus 1 for an 11.
An 11, you don't pick up much, but what you pick up is that what the woman tells them, which you presume is like about you, right? She just like ran into the district with great haste, and then talked to these women immediately. So you get the sense that she's talking about you. As she does so, whatever she's saying, it seems to create not a panic, but definitely like a oh shit energy in the rest of the women. They all begin to speak at each other, like speak to her, and like it's almost like a tell us more, like what's going, like who, as they share information. Do you want to intercede at any point, or do you just listen?
I'm gonna look around where they're at because we have a history with cults, and I'm already kind of feeling like, yeah, the crew's involved with this. You know, I I'll like so like if they're just anything around, I because I definitely don't want to make myself known. That's for sure. They seem too excited for me and too culty for my life.
Okay, you continue to listen. You then notice that a bit of an argument seems to break out amongst them. One of them, they all kind of like look at one of them, who sort of stands confidently and like looks at them all with like intensity. And the other three begin to sort of like argue with her, it seems, in their strange tongue. And that one person sort of almost like as if she won't listen to the other three, just begins to lift up into the air and kind of like almost like ragdoll, like very much like Witch at the Sabbath, like begins to sort of almost like ragdoll begin to float and flutter into the air until she kind of almost like disapparation in Harry Potter, where it's almost like this kind of wild flight, kind of like wildly begins to like fly through and sort of disappears over the rooftops back in the direction to the entrance. The other three look at each other worried, and and they all say something, and then they all begin to one of them will begin to lift up into the air as well and begin to sort of follow the other girl. And then the other two begin to sort of make their way out the passage with a hurried step. And they walk right by you, like right in front of your face. But you're all, mold to stone and all of that. So they walk right past you with a hurried step. And as they make their way to the exit of the alleyway, that sort of mist kind of envelops and returns, and they kind of are redisguised back into sort of, I don't know, like poor but attractive women, and begin to make their way down the street towards deeper into the district.
All right, so I, knowing this, I'll let them go by, and then kind of just walk more towards the heart of the district myself. Kind of just get a feel for this place, see what, like, besides, like where's everyone congregating? Maybe there's, like, a watering hole. What's the, like...
Are you continuing to tail the two ladies? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I'll tail them for sure.
You're going to tail them, keep an eye out for establishments and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, make a perception check as you begin to tail them. Earth Genasi, stealthy.
Nat 20.
Hey! Okay, I'll tell you what. As you make your way through, you make quick study of the district and begin to sort of find your way around. You walk by this one tavern that's been literally like it's smoldering, but it's been burnt to the fucking ground. Just like you're like, oh, someone left the stove on kind of thing, right? But it's been burnt to the ground. And you follow these ladies deeper into the district, in which I'm going to swap around because we need to find out where these ladies are going. So now I will perform the proper recap. Now that we have that on the trail, have that on the right place, on the right trail. Let's do a recap of all that has transpired so far. I didn't want to influence Ed's investigation with contextual knowledge he would not possess. So let's get to it. So welcome back, folks. Thessalis, you're on a mad hunt for Ed Yord's brother. Let's see. Where are we going to pick off? Oh, yeah, here we go. So, you all found the cult of Hecate in the Undercity. That is, of course, after devastating Captain Rockham of the Shattered Moon Pirates. After devastating his forces, and he was forced to turn tail and run away. You guys all managed to find the cult of Hecate, thanks to Ethereth's prominence with the Lady of Secrets, I guess we'll call her. You guys made your way in. You encountered them all in Shadowtown. You met the High Oracle, Lysara, who agreed that every witch should decide whatever choice they want to either hunt Ed Yord to death, which is what her prophecy of Hecate, that's what her visions have led her to do, to believe that is the will of Hecate, or to hunt him to his rescue, which is what Ethereth insists his vision is of. So the cult of Hecate and its witches must decide for themselves which vision to follow, which one will be the one that appeases Hecate, which one is the one that will piss off Hecate. More than that, the follower, Ethereth's first follower here, the Witch of Vivara, has been exonerated of her suspension from the cult. And you guys spent some time there. You met some of the other powerful witches there, including, perhaps to your interest, Ethereth, someone who claimed to be a demigod of Hecate herself, someone who claims to be a true-born daughter of Hecate, and was interested to meet you, but didn't have more to say, really. It was a very strange interaction, perhaps. And I will get her name.
Callista.
Callistra, thank you. God, good job, guys. You guys met Callistra. She seems to be a potion seller here, sells unique potions of Hecate. And you guys spent some time here, maybe discovering yourselves a little bit, discovering Hecate a little bit, finding this shattered mirror and understanding destinies, potential destinies that lay before you. And despite this rivalry between the party and the High Oracle, maybe some wisdom gained from her. But it was told to you now is the time to go and seek out Edward's brother. For if you spend too much time here at the Cult of Hecate, his path will be decided for you. So maybe time to get started. So as you wake up this morning and this wisdom has been given to you by the High Oracle, and you have had your meeting with this demigod, what is it that the party would like to do?
Okay, well, I'll wake up and I'll go and see Callistra and just say good morning and we're heading out, but see whether that potion had been made or not, and if not, that's fine, we'll come back at some point.
Which potion was the one that you promised you remind?
She was going to make the Hexblade Venom, because I bought a couple from her. But then she was wanting to charge me 2,000 for it, but then I talked her around to about 200 if I came back to see her.
That's right. That's right. Hexblood Venom. She says, she's very talented, and she'll say, well, it's good to see you again, Arend. Yes, it is done. It is completed. I'm glad to see that your warrior sensibilities won't stand in the way of using such means.
Well, I mean, we are off to find someone, and this potion may come in handy, but I do promise I will return. This is not just me picking up and leaving.
Lucky me, she says. She says, and let's not fool ourselves. She puts it in your hand, and there is like a, like almost a hexagonal, like symbol around it. Like it looks like if you didn't know about it, you'd be like, yeah, this is like a curse. This is like a hex symbol on the side of it. She goes, this is a poison.
Okay. Well, again, I thank you for your speedy work, and once our mission is over, I shall come and we shall maybe take a walk and look at the stars like we spoke about.
Excellent. What do you think? Should I take up the hunt as well?
Well, I would hope that you would be on our side, but I'm not here to sway you in your beliefs. This person we are looking for is dear to our captain. Is his brother. So we are not here to kill or maim him or anything like that. We are here to protect. And if we find him, we will protect him with our lives. Whoever may come.
I feel like if I join, it becomes unfair at that point. And I haven't made up my mind which one Hecate likes, and maybe I don't give a fuck about what Hecate wants. So I'll make up my mind. Maybe I'll see you out there.
Well, then at least we can agree on something. We will see you soon.
She chuckles at that, and she'll kind of like give you the side eye of like she's amused by your statement, and she kind of just like goes back to innocently making potions. Definitely nothing horrifically illicit that she'd be arrested for.
Okay.
Incredible. You have now gained into the Hexblood Venom. As a reminder, all you know that it does is that it causes hallucinations and magical fatigue when used. It is a injury-based poison, so once it enters the bloodstream, you're in trouble.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all for me.
Anybody else have any last things to do here around the? So many words. I need to properly more organize my notes here. But is there anything else anyone here wants to do in the sanctuary here? In the Umbral Sanctuary, that's what it's called.
No, only that I'm gonna just like say it now. That I'm gonna just cast Mage Armor myself, just in case things get dicey.
Just in case, who knows? Yeah, you make your way out, and yeah, you're gonna walk by that tiefling who keeps an eye on the place, who summoned the hound on you, and just kind of gives you a little look, like a little nod of the head as you go by the lantern bearer. But seems to be maintaining her post outside the secret entrance to the Umbral Sanctuary. And you find yourself back into the squalid Undercity. Here, what next?
Well, I recall correctly from what Saeed said, the Illithids would probably be somewhere would be hiding out somewhere in the center of the town with thralls under their control. So unlikely that Ed's brother would hide somewhere in close proximity. I'm open to ideas for everyone else.
Nah, B, this is your gig. Oh, did you guys bring Vivara? You brought her with you? I
Yeah,
assume?
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I was reading for most of the time. I didn't really get any insight into where Ed's brother might be. Did anybody have any conversations that could help us out in that direction? Or
There was something, but I can't remember exactly what it was, where they had said that someone knew an area that he was in, but I can't remember which one it was, and for some reason I hadn't wrote that down, which is...
Well, if the witches had a concrete idea of where he was, this would be no contest, but it doesn't appear to be the case. But time is of the essence.
Sorry, above the table, did Vivara not say that she knew some of the places where they had already looked? And I think it was like on the outer skirts of the Undercity that they hadn't really looked. Was that right? I think that's what it was.
Yeah, basically they started on the outskirts of the Undercity and were like working their way in. Yeah. So she would say, but I can't speak to how our target might be moving, if at all. He seems to be very clever. But I will say this. I woke up this morning and I had a portent that if we began to walk, we would find something that we mean to seek. Hecate can be a little... She has fun with her guidance, I think.
Just walk.
That's
Well,
what she said.
I'd hate to walk entirely without purpose, and at the risk of, I don't know, profiling Ed's brother. I can only imagine that on some level, a Earth Genasi might find some degree of comfort in being near stone. I like moons. So let's try going near the to the edge of the Undercity, I suppose, where the rock wall meets the
Yeah.
civilization.
Is there
All
many
right.
stone buildings that way, Vivar, on the edge?
Because, most of the Undercity on the edge is built into the walls themselves, so yes.
Seems like a good place to check then.
It does, yeah.
Lots of dwarves. Well, let us begin to walk. So as you begin to walk, I'm going to have the party make a general, or whoever wants to take sort of like the head of it, to maybe begin an investigation check as you begin investigating for signs and clues of your target.
I'll lead if you want.
Okay. Arendil, you are going to roll a natural 20 instead, so don't worry about rolling, because Vivara rolled portents, and she's giving you one of her portents, because she is a diviner wizard. So you are gonna do just fine. You're gonna like kind of be like, all right, where do we start? And things are just gonna kind of work out. In
Yeah,
which,
no worries.
funny enough, we're gonna swap over to Ed really quickly because there's a really great detail here. So Ed, you're following these women. And you rolled a natural 20 yourself, didn't you? Yeah. So you're following her. We're following these ladies. You don't know where they're going. We've been following them for like 10 minutes now. And with your keen eye, you spot sort of like laying on this like in this old ruined house, like you almost missed him, but with like a couple bottles like rolled out beside and his like foot kind of like up on a broken wall. You see like Saeed like sleeping, like kind of passed out drunk, inside one of these buildings with like his leg up, just kind of
I'm gonna tug on his big toe.
there's a suddenly you have this like silver blade like a quarter inch from your throat, and you're like and he goes, it's you.
Sorry to disappoint, but I think it's time for work. You had a great night. I had a great night. And,
You've decided to show up for work then, Captain. He kind of stumbles as he stands up.
You happen to know where the rest of them are?
Yes, I do. Pulls out a water skin, tries to drink it. There's no water in it. He says, give me your water skin.
I've been handling what I can only imagine are two cultists, so that kind of usually smells like our crew. You'll come.
Give me your water skin.
Oh yeah, here you go. Refill
Takes it. There's a couple drops left, Mr. Frodo. He pours it all over himself. No, he drinks like all of it. He just chugs it and gives it back to you. And he goes, it's fine. You want to find them this way? And he'll resecure the giant silver sword to his back and begin to walk down the street steadily. And as you guys come out of the alley, you're going to see Saeed walking down the street towards you guys. Some dark circles under his eyes with Captain Ed Yord at his side.
True.
Ah, Captain. Good to see you up and about. Hope you're feeling a lot better.
Absolutely. Though as ravishing as I was told I looked, I prefer my current face over all the other. How are you?
Well, we're doing okay. We're hopefully on a decent lead towards your brother.
Well, us and the rest of the city, I'm afraid to say. 10,000 gold.
Would you like the I don't know, the summary?
Please.
So the bad news is there are, well, let me just quickly count. Your brother is wanted by the Azure Guard, the Numinous Scholars, the Cult of Hecate, the Shattered Moon, and the Illithids, and they're all here in Thessalis.
Huh.
The good news is I have about half of the cult of Hecate trying not to kill him, but half of them are trying to kill him.
And, Evan's been as busy as I've been. And
All this to say that the fate of your brother hangs very precariously in the balance, so finding him is top priority.
of course, naturally. And do you have any leads, any possible parts of the city? I just arrived here and already had quite the welcome. I believe a folk wanted to bring me to you guys, but I don't think it was done that way.
You'll see amongst the party, Ed, this really, witchy looking lady, but very attractive. She's got, very dressed, very pale. She has long raven black hair, and she will look at you, and she will say, "We do have a lead," and she'll look at Arendelle. We just don't know what it is yet.
Naturally, as needs work. Captain Ed Yord, by the way. Pleasure to meet you. Boy,
She'll sort of bow her head and she'll say, "I am the Witch Vivara of the Cult of Hecate, loyal servant to our newest prophet, Athereth."
awesome.
Yes, he comes with tidings of Hecate.
And how's that title been fitting out there? Prophet, should I say?
It's been a day and a bit.
Yeah.
I have a half sister.
That can happen. Oh, well, congratulations. Take it from experience. Siblings are a very layered situation.
I don't think she quite likes. Well, this is likes the wrong word. I think she prefers to take a more rebellious approach to fate.
Yes, she never really got along entirely with Hecate. It's strange that she would even be at the cult, but she is mysterious as her mother. And beautiful. It's a shame she doesn't like women.
Yeah, I've always considered you a bit of a rebel at this, so that's right. Well, in any case, is that part of the good news or the bad news?
That's more just an aside. As far as our lead is concerned, it is, for lack of a better word, simply quite literally walk this path.
Well, it's, your goddess has helped us in a very loose but fitting use of the word, so I'll trust her here. Besides, we're all together now. That's usually a sign of great things to come. Usually.
I'm inclined to agree. Arendelle is taking point.
By all means, then. Let's stay clever here, crew. I know I may sound speaking from a personal take, but I don't usually want to be many steps ahead. It kind of likes to, fancies itself that way. So, let's hope sibling rivalry will guide us to,
Well, Captain, we had thought about checking out the caves that had been built into the side of this Undercity. Maybe the stone will be his ally. Hopefully, we can find him there.
Like every Yord, we're always found by our most recent bit of ward. If Evan's here, we'll get signs of it, usually. In any case, please, lead the way.
Okay.
All right. As you guys begin to walk, and Vivara is seemingly very insistent that Arendelle take the lead for whatever reason. Like if any of you are like, oh, well, what if we check it? She goes, no, you must. And you're like, okay. You're like, sure, which lady? Um, uh, Saeed will say, I have not been just only rabble rousing and drinking. I've been learning as well. It seems that our old enemies, the Blades of the Shattered Moon, who disgracefully got away from you in battle, apparently attacked a courier ship in the Spelljammer yard, took something apparently, ransacked the place but took no bounty or loot. They stole something that the captain seems unwilling to disclose to the port authorities.
That way everyone's grounded. Which, by the way, that's no one's getting in or out of the port for foreseeable future with a heavy, heavy examination. So, for a moment there, I thought we were behind their reason. No offense to us, it's just consider it actually a praise. Yeah. But if that's not us, then that might be something else entirely.
Well, Captain, as far as we're aware, the rest of the crew have been using the ship to do some delivery runs, bring in stuff, that sort of thing. Just keep them busy and maybe bring in a bit of coin while we're there.
You hope into for that.
Yeah. As for the blockade as such, then, or people not being able to leave port, fortunately, that is nothing to do with us. Maybe a little bit underground, but we'll deal with that when we get there.
As you're continuing your investigation there, Arendelle, the first of your two results are going to pick up, as there's going to be two events that you are able to, two important events that you gather because of this portent that was spent on you. The first of which is you are going to come into contact with an individual standing in the street. You're going to see this woman in pure white cloth, no armor, other than a shield, bracers, shoulder plates. She pretty much looks exactly like this. A very serious warrior look. Looks like has sort of this older helmet with the blue plume. Looks exactly like the mini that I'm presenting. It's sort of like standing in the street as you approach. And she'll sort of put her spear to her side and she'll say, Halt, you are the crew of what was the ship called? The Prophet's Demise. Yes, you have been seen with the Lumina Collective.
Yeah, we had a debate. Yes, at some point.
You are also seen doing battle with the Pirates of the Scattered Moon and sent them running, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they did start it. We just decided to finish it and let them run. Those that could.
Jeez. Good, then you're who I'm looking for.
And you are?
I am the Paladin, Ilya. And I come to you on behalf of the Azure Vanguard. House says, House Shambrath has taken note of your activities and would be interested in hiring you. As you're no doubt aware, there's a bit of a manhunt going on in the city, and I'm told that you're a part of that manhunt, yes?
Okay.
She sort of smirks. She says, "We would wish to hire you to do the exact job that you're doing and provide you with resources and not stand in your way."
And if we find this person that we're all looking for, what is it you wish from us?
This. Oh, yeah, Ed, you had your hand up?
Yeah, like Pat knows these people very, very like the house, right? From my from where like his home planet.
Yeah, you're not from here though.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. This isn't your home planet. This is just where your brother's hiding out.
All
Apparently.
right.
Like you've never been to this wild space system. But fair point to get caught up on, no problem. But yeah, this is all foreign to you. You don't know about this. She'll say the person in question who's being hunted by admittedly more factions than the Azure Vanguard is comfortable with dealing with all at one time, but he was under our employ and protection for a time, where he was developing new Spelljammer technology on our behalf. He was developing a new Spelljammer upgrade that would revolutionize, well, spelljamming Warcraft. A shield generator. It's technology that we believe that he completed and got cold feet when it was time for him to hand over the project. He was more than willing to accept House Jambrath's protection and resources and facilities and employees to conduct his research and innovations, but when the time came for him to make good on his promises, he fled. So, all we would ask is that when he is captured, you may take him where you wish, but hand over the technology that he is coveting to its rightful owners, to House Jambrath.
I'll just turn my head to the captain and just try and gauge his opinion on the matter. Yes, we will. Above the table, yes, I know we're going to find him. What is the likelihood of the actual his brother handing over the stuff? But yeah, and try and get that sense from him, if you know what I mean.
I'll tell you what, as you look back to the party, sort of in the background, Vivara has been casting a spell, and in that moment, it only takes an action, she will cast Rary's telepathic bond and kind of send a mind out and says, "We are all connected by mind. We may discuss without onlooker, without being overheard." So you may all, if you wish to have a quick discussion telepathically, you could do so with impunity.
Yeah, that's 100% Avon that they're looking for. That's just what he does. He's better than you, and he knows it. You know what I mean? And like, how does telepath work? Does that work like memories, actual thought? Because like, if it works by like 5 memories wise, you guys can sense that like Ed has a huge inferiority complex.
It's not that strong. There's many different types of telepathy. This one simply forms a telepathic link between willing creatures, which means that until the spell ends, you can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not you have common language. So through this bond, like you guys can all just talk, but it is a language of like thought and feeling and understanding. So some people in their brain, they do speak and like have an internal dialogue. Other people don't. This is the don't version, where you're just kind of like, you are all sort of creating ideas in each other's minds to understand one another with. But the best way to do this is just to talk. So you can all communicate without language.
Definitely
There's no mind reading, though.
Like, who they're looking for is who we're looking for.
Well, the question is, Captain, yes, I've said we can take him. The question that I have is, will he have this device and will he give it over willingly? Because I don't think we can take on the Azure. in any way, shape, or form.
Well, Eva will never give his word willingly, but I don't think I'm going to give him a choice because there's a lot more at stake. And I hope he understands. That said, you need to make it clear, I'm not sure who Evon is right now. He knows my father died. Not sure. Thanks, but if you want to know where I'm at, we all know our mission. We all know what it needs to get done. And my brother cooperating is another factor in that mission. Plain and simple.
Well, if you have a few resources, extra resources at hand, then maybe it might be a little bit easier.
Now, if you want to know if he's a prick or not, yes, yeah.
Well, that's fair enough, Captain. That's not what I meant. I meant if the Azure are offering resources to help us, we'd be
we'll take it.
fools
Take
to
it.
not to take it. So if we're all agreed.
You're muted out there.
There's always going to be a catch. It's not going to be quite so simple as I wouldn't want to force your brother to hand something over, but they will. So either there's going to be a conflict now or a conflict later.
I would like to suggest something.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would like to suggest that they don't know what they bought. So long as we give them something that's appropriate, they won't know that they don't have the thing that he made. So long as we give them something. So create something, Captain. Right?
Well,
Seems they requested a very specific creation. But if you're saying if I can replicate it, I could. If I know the right information. That's hard to guarantee. But doable.
well, there is also what was stolen from the Sharkuro ship. If nobody knows what that is because the captain isn't saying anything, maybe we could find our old foes and maybe give that up. A possibility.
That's really a good thing. In any case, this hunt for my brother, we're working with the Azure. We're gonna carry on whatever rivals they have.
Okay.
I'm going to also say Vivara stepped forward as you guys all were just kind of like standing, staring at her, looking off into space and just kind of having a mental conversation. She's like, Vivara's like, I'm wondering if... So she kind of steps forward and kind of like sort of deceptively starts like asking an excess of questions to buy you guys time to have your telepathic communication.
I'll clock this out the side of my eye and just say, right, okay, we're running out of time. We agree, we'll find his brother and then to hand over whatever we can. Whether it's the shield tech or whether it's something else. Okay.
Paladin Ilya will say, oh no, the deal is simply this. You must he's caused more trouble than he's worth. So be more happily take the inventor with you, as it seems you're clearly seeking him. But the technology is to be handed over. If you don't hand over the technology, then we will arrest him. The deal's off.
And if he doesn't have it, and if for whatever reason he doesn't have the technology on him, what then?
Then we will detain him until he can recreate it, and then you can have him back.
Okay.
Well,
But I have no doubts that he does have it. I've talked to a number of his associates. He's smart. I think he knows the bargaining chip that he has. And he's also a prideful inventor. I don't think he would flagrantly destroy the work that he spent months building.
I'll get you back your shield. I will. And, I can't speak for my brother, but I can speak for the yours. And I'll make sure I get you what you made.
Well, thank you.
Who knows? I might be able to build you something else you might need. In case we need your help further.
Oh, Captain, let's just wait, and then we can make our promises later.
Indeed. Let's see if this business transaction that we're forming here goes off well. If there's further business with House Shambrath in the future, I have no doubt that the house would appreciate it. But let's see if we can play nice for this one, and then talk about for future business.
So
There is, of course, also payments. I'd be more than happy to pay you, let's say, a sum of 5,000 gold pieces, on top of handing over your brother without any legal issues, even though he has broken quite a few of them.
we will need one thing. Well, it would be a help. Let us put it this way, while we are searching.
As long as we have formed this contract between us, we are more than happy to help in the search.
Then yes, we shall formally take up your contract. But I ask one thing of you. You and your Azure need to keep people off our backs. So, there is some Illithid running around. We have the Blades also running around, who we have greatly weakened. There is some of those that follow Hecate that wish to hinder, but there is also some that wish to help.
So shall we only arrest some of the cult of Hecate when we run into them?
What sense, Wathrith, and how will we be able to distinguish whether they are killers or finders?
You shouldn't have even brought them up in the first place.
Well, unfortunately, we did.
Paladin Ilya will say, how about... I know how things work and then how things should work legally. Why don't we simply say, I'll try and keep the other factions, I'll redirect the Azure Vanguard to play defense and keep the other factions off your back, and you can handle the cult of Hecate, as it seems that things are a little more complicated in that realm.
I appreciate
Kind of looks
that.
pointedly at Vivara, who is indisputably looking like a dark witch. You at the yeah, you got a key staff and everything, but she's not hiding it as well. You're more traditionally dressed. Kind of looks with a scorn at Vivara, who kind of smirks at her like, "Gonna do, bitch." And Paladin says, "Is there anything else that you would ask of the Azure Vanguard?"
No, I believe that would be of just as much as help as anything else.
Very well. I'll pop up from time to time. Make sure we're all doing our parts. Share information. In the interest of that, I should let you know that the Blades of the Shattered Moon seized and looted a courier ship in the docks earlier today. What you might not know is what the cargo was. There were magical shards from the Astral Sea that were specially ordered by House Shambrath for the creation of this shield generator. So they are equipping themselves with the correct materials for its creation. As blunt as we thought them to be, blunt instruments, it seems they have some understanding of what needs to be done next. We will try and hold them at bay, but they are slippery, so don't underestimate the blades of the Shattered Moon, despite your recent victory.
Thank you for the warning. If we
Yeah.
are able to retrieve some of these magical shards, I take it you want them back?
We'd be willing to offer a bonus reward for their return.
Well, we shall keep an eye out, see.
Then I will be
Look
on my
forward to seeing
way.
you soon.
Look forward to seeing you all as well soon as well. She just kind of looks at your crew and will sort of kind of almost nod to herself, and she'll say, "May Athena's wisdom guide you to your target." And she will turn and she will walk down the street, spear and shield in hand.
Okay. Well, this just seems to be getting more entangled as we go. So we can find your brother soon.
You've always been busy as he is. And, in any case, no time to waste.
I'll just quickly turn to Etherith and just say, I wasn't giving up where your cult is. Just that they are on our backs. We need that protection as well.
Don't dispute that. It's more. I don't much care for. Well, something about her rubbed me the wrong way, and realistically, the witches are indistinguishable. It'd be wise to tell you to stay away from any woman here. They could be anyone.
Well, we just needed to cover all bases. We need as much help as we can at this moment in time. That was my only thought.
That's fine. I would just be careful about tipping our entire situation to outsiders, particularly in a situation as muddy as this one.
I totally agree and understand. But they have a large force that will help us. At least keep those away from us for a while. Hopefully. My apologies if I've offended you, but it was not meant to
I'm
be
not
that way.
offended. Just, I wouldn't have been so quick to trust them, but decision's been made. We should move on.
Historically, my brother does have a lot of things. Let's find them, get the show over, and that'll kind of follow the lead of the witch that's still leading us. What's up? Does Navarre have like a place to go, or?
Carry on.
Well,
Walking.
yep, carry on, Arendil. Your last thing that is going to be revealed is, again, like it just seems like the path is laid out before you, Arendil, for whatever reason. It's just that your particular like, okay, well, let's try down that street. For whatever reason, just like it just seems to be the right way to go. And summarizing and completing your Nat 20 check, you guys are going to come to this neighborhood that does lead to, I guess it would be, yeah, like there's like it's carved out into the side of the wall of the actual cavern, and you're wandering around Arendil and you find that there's a lot less activity in this one neighborhood, and people just seem to be kind of dodging it. You're like, okay, let's go check that out. And you go down this one neighborhood and you suddenly feel like you're in like a bit of like a ghost town, like cowboy showdown situation where everybody's like closed their windows kind of thing. And there's like significantly less activity. And at the end, there is almost warehouse like. There's like large sliding doors that have sort of been built into the cavern wall, and a number of like holes have been sort of burrowed out for like windows and such. And there's this sort of, I don't know, this neighborhood, you're like something's off here. There's activity everywhere in the city, but not here.
Can I make an insight check as to just see if there's anything, or even a perception check of someone that's about to maybe just quickly grab and ask?
Yeah, nobody to grab and ask, but definitely make an insight check.
Nat 20 for 27.
Nat 20 for a 27. You, damn. Hecate has blessed you with all sight today, it seems. You look down the street with your keen elven eyes, almost telescopically like an eagle, and you do see at the end of the street, that sliding door, there is a large padlock that is sitting on the ground broken at the base of that sliding door. The sliding door is just ever so slightly ajar, and there is this bloody fingerprint on the door, like someone was trying to like open the door or move past the door who was wounded. And then a small, just barely perceivable slithering pool of blood on the ground next to it at that slightly ajar slit. So what you summarize is something went down inside that warehouse where someone looked like they were maybe trying to get out and were trying to get out through the door, but didn't quite make it and got cut down or injured in some way and was probably pulled back inside. So you get the sense that something went down in that warehouse, and people are avoiding the neighborhood because they know something went down in that warehouse and they don't want anything to do with it.
Okay, so I'll explain this to the party and say I think this is probably one of the better leads that we've got. I think we should go and
Check and
investigate.
see what went down in that warehouse.
Kurt, we know where no one else turns. That's usually where we start. So, let's get ready. It feels like he hasn't done this in a lot of time, so he's ready to go. Give it a
Stretch your muscles.
which means I'm ready for dungeon, baby. It's been a while.
Can I roll my rust bag of tricks balls into the crack in the door?
You're all the way down the other end of the street. You're gonna have to get a lot closer
okay.
before you can. Yeah.
Right.
You guys just kind of stop at the end of the street, and Orendo just like scanned the entire street and told you from the end of the street what happened.
Okay, as we're walking down the street towards this, I'm going to use one of my feats of Vigilant Blessing, and I'm going to just place my hand on Basan's shoulder, and that will give you the... What does it give you? Sorry. It gives you advantage on the next initiative roll that you make.
Not bad. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, as you make your way down, let's go to a break. That's going to give me a chance to get my ducks in a row here. And then we'll do a little infiltration, a little warehouse infiltration, see if we can't learn what the fuck's going on down here.
I don't know about
Huzzah.
this. Last time I was doing a little infiltration, I died. Well, disappeared.
Let's not do it that way this time. Let's do it differently. Excellent.
How about just don't die?
Why don't we not engage the Archmage
Why don't we just
this time? Let's just not die. Yeah, no, it's
Okay. It'll be
Simple,
fun.
simple, right?
Yeah, it's simple, easy. Stick to the shadows. We're good.
He had so many clones, though. You can't just walk around with that many clones.
No, no, it was ridiculous.
It was a large monetary investment. One does not make a like a secret base deep in the Laurentian abyss. No, you don't invest that much money in like a secret base and don't make sure it's like really well defended.
And how it was
Yeah,
well
true.
defended.
Okay. Well, we can get back to it if that's what everyone wants to do. Alrighty. Okay, let's get her moving. Just gonna do a last little detail here. All right, let's do it. No, you jerk. There we go. Okay. So I'm actually gonna turn off this town day stuff because it's a little spooky right now. It's also very dark. Okay. So the warehouse carved out of the stone wall lays before you. Don't mind how, I guess, extravagant it kind of looks. Not really that extravagant. What would you like to do?
What's the lighting like?
It's considered bright.
Okay.
Yeah, it's considered bright lighting.
Can I see, obviously noticing the tracks at the door or the pool of blood, is there any tracks of blood leading away from the door?
Do you want to get closer to investigate?
Yes, please.
All right. Party warily approaches. Swords are drawn, perhaps even. We'll get to around here. Make me an investigation check as you peer at the door.
Ugh, not good. 9.
A 9. It's clear to see that there is indeed foot traffic leading out of the building. You do see a couple of bloody footsteps that quickly disappear and dissolve as they make their way to about 20 feet away from the door. So it does look like people have stepped through the blood to leave before.
Just turns to the group. Are we ready to go in?
Now, let's proceed. Let's keep our corners here. There's gotta be well, it might be an active situation. Any sensors you can get, gun down and so forth. We're the roughest part of the city, and seemingly everyone doesn't want to be here.
I'll cast detect magic just to at least have this
Okay.
entryway figured out.
Audit. You do so. You don't detect any magic yet, but that stays up for a while.
Yeah.
We can sneak in and take a little peek if we want.
Copies?
After
Sorry, what was
you.
that? All right. I will go ahead and cast invisibility on myself.
Chaplain is no longer seen here. You can do some scouting, Chaplain?
Yeah.
All right, maybe a
Through
stealth
that
check
door.
with advantage because you're so sneaky.
17.
17. Very good. So you make your way up to the door. The door is ajar ever so slightly. You can peer through if you wish. Do you want to? What's the plan?
Well, I guess I'm just, for right now, I'm just kind of looking what's on the other side of the door without really pushing the door open. If there's enough crack to kind of see inside.
Make me a perception check.
18.
18. That's very good. You do sense something inside. You do hear like movement. It sounds like tapping on the floor. Like some things meandering about, like maybe like a cat or a dog. Like you could hear kind of the faint sounds of like claws passively sort of tapping on stone as steps are made. Some small creature sort of meandering about on four legs with claws.
Okay. Ew. Is it a brain thing? You know what? Let me just because it doesn't really. Let me check and make sure that this is true. But I don't believe it costs me anything, including a channel divinity. It does not. Could I go ahead and hit myself with a little blessing of the trickster, which I'm allowed to cast on myself in 2024?
You certainly can. It provides advantage, right?
Yes.
Well, you already have advantage because of invisibility.
But I started out with disadvantage because I'm clanky.
Oh, so it all cancels out. So you can't stack advantage, unfortunately.
You can't stack it. Okay. Okay. That's fair. All right. Let me try to sneak through this crack in the door without creating too much ruckus.
Well, with your exceptional stealth check, you are going to easily achieve that. And it is brain things.
Yeah.
How did you know? God, you're smart. You gingerly make your way through the door, and you see walking around the halls about maybe like 4 of them are just kind of walking around, just chilling, not seemingly doing much. One's kind of like laying in the corner, scratches its frontal lobe.
We don't still have the telepathy up, right? That was a few minutes back. Oh, okay. Then can I let the group know? Hey, remember those little brain things on the 4 legs that run about the place? They kind of scurry about. We saw them in the Illithid. I don't remember what it was, prison or fortress or something one time. Remember that? There's a bunch of them in here.
And instantly, like, Otto gets ready just for, like, not for anything, but as soon as he's making illithid noise, names, describing that, it's like a little bit more serious. And it's like, all right, steady on our feet.
And Saeed is like, illithid. Kasa.
I mean, there's a lot of traps here, so.
Yes, let me go in and slay them now.
I like where your head's at, but we need you for strong support here, so let's keep you towards the back. We're only
support. I am Abishah. I am the vanguard of my people. I do not support.
No, hear me out here. What also sounds like support? Superiority. You're superior, Saeed. Super Saeed. That's what I meant by support.
Don't patronize me with your common language tricks.
I speak GIF, so I'll say it in GIF. I'll say the same spiel, but very GIF-like, if I could try.
Because those 2 words don't sound the same anymore. Your argument has collapsed onto itself.
Very funny, like the GIF word is super, or like starts with a B and like the other one's an X.
Yeah, exactly. I am no Gustil, which means healer. He goes, I am no healer. I am no magical. I am a warrior, and I march in the front.
Ed looks at Basan like, throw me a bone here, man.
and Bisan's going to look at him and say, Do you remember how you snuck onto our ship and you were stealthy? Do you remember that? It's like that. We're gonna kill them, but we're not gonna, play instruments and draw attention to ourselves. Now be quiet.
Hey, instruments. Was that ever on the table? You are beginning to sound like the golden one with your silliness.
Disarm traps right now.
So while you guys are arguing with Saeed about what's going on, Chaplain?
If I recall correctly, when we've run into these things in the past, they're not automatically aggressive, right? They're actually kind of skittish, I believe. So,
yeah, they're intelligent.
I'm going, but I mean, they're not overtly hostile just by nature. I don't, at least I don't recall that being the case. So
yeah, they're intelligent creatures. They're flexible.
All right, so I'm going to make my way, still invisible, down this hallway as stealthily as I can, and take a look around that left corner down there.
As you do, as you make your way here, they all begin to sort of like stir, almost like, kind of like their bodies kind of like shifting, almost pulsing. It reminds you like a dog smelling the air, and they all begin to sort of like look around as you get closer, and they kind of like turn and start looking generally to where you're standing, in fact.
Okay. That's not all that alarming. I'm going to keep moving.
All right. Roll me initiative as they are going to attack you.
Oh no!
The visibility was clever, but it seems that they're able to detect intelligent creatures too.
Yeah, that's fine. I got an 11.
All right. 11. Okay, we're gonna just these guys for the moment. I'm sure it's gonna change in a moment, but just for funsies.
That's it. Kill the cleric. We're good.
Classic. You, Chaplain, will indeed go first. You are like, okay, this isn't working. You see them all like their frontal lobes kind of like pulsing as if they're like sniffing the air, and they're all kind of like pointed at you, like triangulation sort of pointing at you, and you're like, yeah, they know I'm here. What do you do?
Wait, I get to go first? I've never got to go first as the cleric before.
Okay. Yeah, just barely.
All right, I am actually going to use my Fey Touched Free Misty Step and Misty Step myself back out the door.
All right, you do so. Now what?
They saw me.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the rest of the group know that they saw me and that we're the jig is up.
They're coming. There's like four.
No, go ahead.
Like 4 of them. I don't know if they're contacting anyone or not. They seem to be coming towards me, but I don't know how they communicate.
Well, Chaplain, that's awful news. But for some reason, even bad news when delivered by you doesn't feel so poor. Let's be ready.
You're also no longer invisible, Chaplain, as you cast a spell.
Yep, that's fine. And I will use my Rust Bag of Tricks then to roll out my...
I used some time to throw some stuff into the hall. Very nice. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the broom's going to get involved in this. This is a good fight for the broom.
Oh my god, the broom. Right. Forgot about the broom. Best decision I ever made.
Oh, this looks promising. Hold on here. We got 2 3s and an 8, which means 2 mastiffs and whatever the hell an 8 is, a brown bear.
Nice.
Oh shit, you summoned a full fucking grizzly bear. All right. So you got the broom that's been chilling with the party, of course.
Yeah.
course. And yeah, all right. Let me throw in some dogs and a bear. A bear.
Oh.
All right. Bow, wow, wow. And a bear. I believe those are large. Them some big boys.
I'm looking it up.
Lips flapping. The bear appears. The dogs, and suddenly there's a small army of mammals in that hallway.
All right.
Why don't you? Is there anything else for chat? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I believe the last time we did this, you let me roll. Or no, I can't because I used my bonus action. There we go. We're good. I'm good.
Got it. Do they do anything this turn, or do they get their own initiative? Do they need a command?
Yeah. Oh well, I can't. I can't command them because I have to use a bonus action to command them. But they're supposed to act on their. If I don't command them, they're supposed to act naturally. So, I guess that'll be up to you whether or not it doesn't say whether or not they get an action on the round that they're summoned.
Okay, so I kind of just do summons at the end of the turn, just easier that way. So
Yep.
if they're acting naturally, then as these like little brain things are aggressive, I think the dogs will definitely like attack and be aggressive. I think they're a little small for the bear to give a shit about.
Okay.
So let's start with the dogs. Let me think about that. Let me think about the bear. Go ahead and attack.
All right. I'm gonna roll manually for the mass.
Go for it.
So that is a 7 to hit for the first one.
7 does not hit the inflected R, unfortunately.
And that is a 16 to hit for the second one.
16 will hit. Dog pounces on it and go for it.
Okay. 5 damage. Piercing.
5 piercing damage to the devourer. And it needs to make a save, right?
Yeah, DC 11.
Ooh, I don't think that's going to be enough. Nope, it is knocked underneath that warhound and is being... it doesn't got bit. It is prone. All right, fantastic. The bear... I think the bear is going to take, is essentially like territorial, like roaring, intimidation action. We'll take dodge action. It's generally just going to scare the shit out of the intellect guards, is the premise of what the bear is doing. At which point, the devourers are going to go. This one's going to jump up and is going to try to devour intellect. Okay, I need a intelligence saving throw from your puppy dog.
From the pup. All right. Oh, this is gonna be rough.
That's just mean.
It's a 10.
A 10. Your dog is going to be stunned and is going to take 16 points of psychic damage.
Oh, it's down. It's gone. Poof.
And then it's going to scramble away because that was one mean moment there. It got savaged. This one's going to do the same to the other dog. Make an intelligence saving throw, please.
6.
That's going to be 18 points of damage, and that dog kerpoofs into away. And this one is going to run away as well. That's a big old bear. Actually, I think it's going to just... they're pretty smart, but they're not used to these things. So I think it's going to back up to about here with his little buddy down the hall, who I think is going to... Oh, yeah, he's going to run up to the bear And the bear needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
All right. A little late for this question, but is there an intelligence minimum on that intellect devour?
I was looking for the minimum. I don't think I see a minimum anywhere.
Okay, we're good then, because the dog and the bear are not smart.
Yeah.
That is a 6 intelligence save for the bear.
All right. The bear is stunned and is going to take 13 points of damage.
Okay, bear's still up.
Last intellect devourer. He's going to run forward. This guy's going to actually use his speed to run forward to have gotten within 5 feet of the bear. This one is going to just take a dash and run over to be next to the bear. Okay, let's roll everybody else into initiative at this point, as if you guys deem it worthy. A worthy attack.
Man, that's the first one in a while.
Can I cast a spell before we go in, please?
I'm going to say no, unfortunately. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Saeed is going to be 19. Navarre is going to be...
Oh, no way.
Oh man, you just killing it over there?
I just rolled 2 natural 20s for my initiative.
Oh, fuck.
What a waste. What a waste.
Oh, I know. Initiative.
Not always.
20 on. But a nat 20 though. Oh.
No. True.
I have advantage. It was bad.
Yeah. All right. Who rolled a 20 plus?
22.
Nice. Who rolled a 15 plus?
17.
15. Who rolled... Oh, the bar is right there behind you, Ethrith. Saeed rolled a 19. Who rolled a 10 plus?
Son, did you roll with advantage?
I was just going to say, did you roll with advantage?
Why, yes. Yes, I did.
Oh.
Ouch.
Okay.
It's she has really, really good numbers, so it does turn out to be a 14, but that was a 2 and a 9 on the dice.
No. What'd you get there, Ed?
A 1 for 4 total.
Oh, man.
Ed's like, Saeed, man, I don't know what your problem is, man. And he's just like a little caught up in that argument, but Saeed just like barrels past. Okay, now that we're proper initiative, Rendell Lunarbow, what do you do? There's some brains in the hall.
Okay. Firstly, I'm going to just reach over and touch Etherith and cast Protection from Good and Evil.
Ooh.
As an action.
Very nice.
And then I will move in as much as I can.
Okay, you can get to... I'll be a little generous because it is going to be... It's considered a squeeze to get through the slightly ajar door. You could use your action and just like pull that baby open for the rest of the party if you wanted to, because it's a heavy door.
Well, can that be my bonus? Use my bonus action for that because I used an action to.
It's a full action. I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
But you can. I will be generous and say you could do a squeeze and you can end up on the other side of the door at the end of your turn, or I mean the end of your movement.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You manage to squeeze through the door and sort of fit into right here. And there's a brown bear. That's cool. And you see some intellect devourers. Bonus action?
What have I got? I won't do that right now. No, nothing. No, yeah, nothing for the moment.
All right, Saeed. He goes running in. Amazonian war cry for some reason. Spending too much time in the Temple of Ares. What can our wonderful Gith do? He is gonna run in, and he's gonna start shouting something in Gith. He's gonna be like, and a lot of you don't know what he's saying. Some of you do know, which is basically like, don't let the Gake, the mind place, don't let the Gake influence your mind. You are mighty and stronger than this. And regardless if you don't understand or not, it's very like good to see that he's so confident. And he's going to use a bonus action to rally the troops. You're all going to. Oh, never mind. He's not going to do that because it doesn't work quite the way I thought it does. No, he just screams and yells, and you're like, oh, that's great. Not quite a leader yet. But he is going to astral step through the doorway into the hall. So about here. And he is going to chop that one intellect devourer up if he can manage it. 13 is going to hit. That was a cruddy roll, but it's pretty potent, dude. 7 is going to be 11 damage. And then the psychic damage is going to be an additional 5 damage. He is going to take another schwangalang. That is going to hit for... Yeah, they're not resistant. Good. For 8. It's going to be 14 damage plus another 5 psychic, and that's a dead intellect devourer. And that will bring the end of Saeed's turn. Color so we know. All right, Etherith, what's the plan?
Can they even make it inside is a question?
That is a good question. If you just run on over there, you're gonna get to about here, in which I'll say you're able to have a little peek, a crack through the door. There's a lot in the way, so it's definitely a 3/4 situation, but you can see, like, I'll say you can see that guy.
Oh, I can see that guy, you say? Just that guy?
Just that. I'll say you can see that guy.
That's good, because I'm gonna then just kind of like take off a star from my row of stars. Just 7 magic missiles straight at this little...
Holy fuck. All right, roll me your choice. You could roll 1d4 or 7. It's whatever you want to do.
If it's not, if it's the only one I can seriously use every single magic missile I have on it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna use all of them?
And I can only pull 1 star off, but 1 star is like magic missile. And yeah. And if I can only see 1 target, then all the missiles just hit the 1 target.
Yep.
There it is.
So go ahead and roll damage.
That is 21 force damage.
Youch! Is it still alive? Is the question. 21 damage. It is still alive, but you hurt it pretty bad.
Cool.
It is very bloodied. Well done. Is there anything else?
No, that'll do it.
What's Vivara going to do? She casts his mage armor. When's her turn? She's got this. A couple of brains. Hassan, what do you do?
I would like to go where the intellect devours are. I'd like to hit things, please.
Understood. With all of your movement, you'll be able to squeeze through to the other side of the door to here. So that will cost you all your movement. 30 feet.
Can I see any of them from there?
Yeah, I see these two.
You know,
also see this one way down the hall that's running away. with great haste.
Oh, that one? Oh, that one. No, that's cool. I got a firebolt for him.
All right, firebolt away. Fire away.
That is a 21 to hit, please.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
By the way, fire is now our friend in this group. There is so much fire.
For 9.
9. All right. You kind of blast it, and it does the thing that, like, dogs do, where it kind of, like, falls over itself and then kind of quickly picks itself back up and keeps running, but you damaged it good. It is bloodied. Is there anything else? Muted.
Sorry, I am checking my bonus actions.
No worries.
No, that is where we are for now. Thank you.
All right, Chaplain. You're back up. What do you do?
Yeah. Is there room for me to squeeze through the door?
Not anymore. There's a bit of a traffic jam on the other side. You're gonna have to. Yeah, it's Arendelle and Basan are kind of blocking the way forward, unfortunately.
All right. I'm going to open up the door.
All right. You grab it. You pull the door open. No more squeezing required. That motherfucker's open. All right. You want to run on in?
Yep.
All right. 5, 10, 15. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20. You can get to maybe like here for 25 feet. You got 5 extra feet. Well, guys running away. These guys are going to fight the bear.
I think that's it. I'm going to bring the bear. I'm going to bring the broom in with me, and I'm going to use my bonus action to guide the bear.
All right. How much speed does your broom have?
Ooh, that's a good question. Bobby Yaga's dancing broom.
30 feet?
Yes, 30 feet.
All right. It saunters its way over there. It just sort of flies through the air like a witch's broom, making its way over. All right. What's the bear do?
The bear's going to probably claw and bite, I would imagine. Let's find out.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. 2 attacks, bite and a claw.
All right, let's do it.
So, here comes the bite.
Here comes the.
The bite is a 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be 11 damage.
All right, which one do we want?
The one on the left.
All right, 11 damage to the one on the left. It is dead. He rips it apart, or he brings his head down and bites hard and squishes it into nothing. It's dead.
All right. Claw attack to the one on the right.
All right, go for it. Make me an attack roll.
That's a natural 20 for the bear.
A natty 20. Roll me some damage. This is a claw, right?
2d6 plus 4. This is a claw, yeah. 2d6 plus 4.
I believe it's a 1d4 plus 3, isn't it?
For the bear, for a brown bear, it has 2d6 plus 4 slash.
Oh, you're using old bear. Okay, that's no worries.
Okay, yeah, I just looked up brown bear at him. And that was 14 slashing damage.
14 slashing damage. It is hurt. Youch.
All right.
All right. The bear is the superior predator.
Do I need to move 5 feet to get out of the way? Yeah, let me move. I guess 5 feet toward the alive brain to get out of the way, so I can clear this little row that's forming behind me here. So 5 feet to the right for Chaplain.
Bear?
No, Chaplain.
Oh, okay. In the future, you got to finish Chaplin's turn in order to take the bear's turn. But yeah,
right,
no problem. This time around, no worries. Okay, get out of the way, no problem. All right, it's the intellect devourer's turn. I was hoping it would go this way. I need an intelligence saving throw from the bear.
Okay. It's not going to be great, I'm guessing. No, that's a 0.
Yes. In this moment, you're going to see the intellect devour sort of from the folds of its brain. This sort of like psychic pink energy sort of seeps off of it and up at the bear. The bear kind of as it like goes into its mouth and eyes, and the brain begins to disincorporate into the psionic mist and disappears. And the mist sort of flows into the mind of the bear. And the bear blinks a couple times, and its eyes go pink and it kind of turns on all of you and goes as the intellect devour steals body.
That's
You in your bag, I tell you. Gets us all into trouble.
You in your bag. All right, it's got a new body. It's looking good. Yum, brain. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. You hear inside of all of your minds, I'm a bear now. You're all gonna die. And the last one is going to continue its runaway. And it's going to sort of bounce off of the door and kind of like fall over itself. And the door will kind of crack open from the force. And then it'll run inside and disappear. Okay, Edyord. It's a bear. What you doing?
Can I step in, not all the way, just to get in sight, and take a fireball at it, clearly?
A firebolt, you mean? Presumably?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure, cool. Fireball and firebolt are very different. So
Oh, yeah, no, not ball. Bolt. B-O-L.
When you say fireball, you scare me.
Yeah, that would have been great, right? Ooh, 3 plus 8 for an 11?
An 11. Let's see. That will hit a giant old brown bear. Absolutely.
That's awesome. That was like, just talk about crap roll over, roll that. That was terrible.
I'm a bear now.
We'll take them. That is an 8 plus 2 on the die, so that's 10. And yeah, that's 10 damage. Right there.
10 damage. You blast the bear with a bolt of flame, and it is bloodied. Oh, yeah, it's bloodied.
You saw the message I sent you, Ryan?
I'm going now. Oh yeah, I gotta. I'm keeping an eye on the hit points off the sheet over here too. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, well done, Ed. Is there anything else?
Oh. Let's see. Yeah, no. Actually, yeah, no. Auto. I'll use my bonus turn to summon Auto in the protected shield version. Let's get my guy. Yeah, so we've got he's in protector mode, and we're gonna move him in there right behind, like right behind Arendelle, next to Etherith, and 1d8 plus 4 temporary hit points for each creature within 10 feet of him of Otto's. So you guys
How
all
much
get
speed does Auto have?
15. Yeah, 15.
Okay, it can get underneath the broom because the broom's presumably flying in the air a little bit. It can fly, right, Chaplain?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, everyone within 10 feet is going to get how many temp points?
1d8 plus 4.
Roll it up.
Or you guys roll your own d8s. I kind of like that. Wait, no. It's one set.
You
So
roll, and everybody will take what you roll.
4.
4.
Plus
So
4, so 8.
8, very nice. So 8 temp points to Etherith, Bason, and Rendell. And the broom.
Thank you.
Can't forget the broom.
Nice.
No, okay.
Sweet.
Now that's my turn. Sorry about that.
No worries. Fantastic. All right, Arendelle. You are powered up, my friend. What do you do?
Bear's already said that he's gonna smash his. Right, let's take a shot at the bear with. Yeah, I'll swing my sword at the bear.
All right.
18.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
7 points of piercing damage.
All right, the bear is still standing, but it's very hurt. It's very, very, very bloodied.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Misty Step and go down towards the door.
Misty Step gets you here. You make your way over the door. Free action to open it if you want.
Yes, please. I'd like to have a look inside.
Fantastic. All right, it's going to be cool. You open up the door.
I don't think it is, but yeah.
No, you don't think it's gonna be cool? You open up the door to see like what must have been at one point some kind of like assembly line room, perhaps. I'm gonna turn the light up a bit because I can't even see it that well. No, I'm kidding. Apollo doesn't. He doesn't go down here. But it looks like an old, broken down sort of like assembly line, and you see the little intellect devourer that ran away from you. The intellect devourer that could is like in the room. You see a mind flare standing over this like mercenary looking guy who's like all dazed. And he has his like tentacles like wrapped around its head. And the intellect devourer beside it does the same thing. It sort of pulses with psychic energy and like vanishes into the brain of this creature. And this mercenary kind of blinks and he becomes I guess possessed would be the best way to put it.
Okay.
And then the mind flare looks across the room at you and sort of releases the mercenary and kind of extend its finger and its tentacles twitch as if it's speaking without words. And you're going to see other mercenaries who are standing off to the side, almost like thralls awaiting command, are going to all turn their attention to you. And I'm going to roll some extra people into initiative. Okay, let's see. You boys rolled. Where did they roll? And they're going to Vargoth. They're going to go into here. And the Mind Flayers themselves rolled. 7 plus 4 is... Come here, Mind Flayer. There's 2 of them, by the way. There's also one who's like walking up on top here for whatever reason. So that is 7 plus 1. So not great. It's going to be there. Okay, Arendelle, that's what you see as you enter the room. You see some angry mind flayers and minions. What do you do? Muted.
No, I'm done everything. I'm not going to move in. I'll stay there. I've used my bonus on my actions. So.
Understood. Saeed is going to wheel around over to here from behind and get to this place with the bear. He's going to attack! Let me see if he gets his astral step back. He does. Gonna attack. That will hit a bear. I'm just gonna do it this way now. Make my life easy. Okay, 6, 12. That's going to be 16, 19. That's going to be 22 damage to the bear. He swings around and he like chops hard at the bear's neck. It goes about a third of the way through, and then he slides his blade through as intensely as he can. The bear poofs out of existence, and the intellect devourer reappears right there. To which Saeed answers that with another swing of the sword. And that's gonna definitely hit. That's going to be for a 12, 17, 22 damage to the Intellect Devourer. And it's a very dead Intellect Devourer. And he's going to turn around, because he's already spent 5 to 15. He's going to go another 15 feet down the hall. And he will Astral Step 30 feet to catch up with Arendelle, as Arendelle probably has an expression on his face that says, holy fuck, as he looks into the room.
Yes, he does.
Okay, good. Fair enough. I'm glad I interpreted that well. And that is going to be Saeed's turn. Ethrith, what do you do?
I will use as much movement as I can to head down the hallway.
All right. 5, 10, 15... 20, 25, 30 to here.
I'm going to do 2 things. It's an action to drink a potion, right?
Bonus action these days.
Okay.
You can use an action if you want, I don't care.
It's because I wanted to use my innate sorcery and drink his potion of psychic resistance.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, as you begin to cloud yourself with the purple mists of Hecate, begin to roll off of you, the power of witchcraft is more intensely at your side. You just like take your time, you uncork the bottle, maybe you take out like a little teacup and just pour it in, you savor it, get the full 6 seconds out of it and slip it back, and you will be psychic resistance. All right, if that will do for you, Ethrith.
Yep, that's everything.
All right, Navara sees that the battle's flowing in. She goes, oh, okay, they might need my help. She's going to go 15, 20. She's going to go here. And I go a lot of helpful things in this moment. So she's just going to continue on. She'll just dash. 10 to 20, 25, 30 to here. Call it a day. She'll it's a little far. We'll call it a day behind you, Ethrith. She just like takes up behind you. Meanwhile, back in the ranch. Oh boy, Arendelle, you're a lucky guy. You're making friends like crazy. This guy's gonna march out over here. Gonna get into a nice flank with you. Nice, tasty flank. This guy's gonna run out to here. This guy's gonna run over to here. This guy's gonna run out over to here. And we're gonna do mercenary stuff.
Oh, come on.
We're gonna schming the schmords with advantage because flank. 12 does not hit. Nope. 16?
Nope.
Nope. How about a modified 20?
Yes.
The last attack is only a 13. So one of them gets you. You ready for this exorbitant, whopping damage you're about to receive?
I am, yes.
2 damage. Shitty bandits. All right. We can't always pick our slaves or intellect devoured slaves. All right. That's going to bring us to Basan's turn. All right, Basan, you're down the hall. Arendelle suddenly finds himself surrounded by like common-looking sailor mercenaries for some reason. What do you do? Maybe they're the Shattered Blades, the Shattered Pirate Moon Blade people. What do you do?
Man, I hate to use it on this. All right, I'm gonna psi empowered leap, which is basically I think it's 60 feet of fly speed.
Yeah, you land over here, Obi-Wan Kenobi style.
All right, what am I looking at?
You get to hear. What are you looking at from your perspective? You do see this mind flare who is standing up here, and you also see Arendelle surrounded by common mercenaries.
Oh, that dude. This could be a terrible idea. Let's do it.
Famous last words.
Generally speaking, yes.
Nah. Famous fun words.
All right. I don't have a good enough advantage on the dude. Otherwise, I absolutely would. So I'm gonna try to hit the. There's a sailor I can see, right?
Oh yeah, there's one right in front of you.
Whereabouts is he?
Right there.
Fuck it, why not? All right. Inexplicably, she does not activate the sunblade. She just kind of reaches out and puts her hand on the person. And we're gonna chill touch.
Okay. Ooh, different flavor for chill touch. I believe that is a ranged spell, yeah?
It says touch spell. I thought it was a ranged spell, but it says touch.
Oh, I thought that was a ranged spell too.
That's
weird.
I think perhaps 2024 changed it, maybe? Because I would have sworn always that it was today that I noticed that actually. Listen,
yeah, they did. Are you playing a 2024 or 2014?
I'm playing a 2024.
All right, yeah, then go for it, man. You got the
and like
you got the touch. You got the power.
I believe that is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
For 18 points of damage.
This poor first level adventurer who's like on his session 1 of his campaign, who just ran into an encounter a little bit better than what he's maybe quite a bit more difficult than what he's used to. His adventuring career ends as he falls to the ground, slain, as you just suck the life out of his body. And a little intellect devour sort of appears in a psionic mist next to him. Is there anything else?
No, I think that's all she's got right now.
Alrighty. Chaplain, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm coming down the hall.
30 feet down the hall. Fantastic.
Yeah, I guess against the wall. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure.
All right. Can I see anything? Can I see that little intellect devour that just popped out?
You can see these two dudes who just attacked Arendelle.
All right, good enough. Actually, you know what? You know what?
What?
Instead of that, oh, give me a second.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and bless Saeed, Bisan, and Arendo.
All three of them sneeze in this moment, and you bless them. That's part of the blessing.
I like it. I'm glad that there's a sneeze.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, you all three of you feel a little tickle, and the chaplain's like, Like, Gnarl Gold bless you. And you guys are like, he really does, doesn't he? And you feel a little extra blessed.
And I believe, yeah, that's all I'm going to do for this turn. Done.
Got it. All right, it's Intellect Devour time. This one is gonna just go over to you, my gift friend. Son, could you make me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Yes, I can.
Excellent.
Add 1d4 for bless.
Thank you so much.
Let's see.
That is a 16.
Excellent. You feel it try and, eat some of your brain, and you don't let it because you're used to these little fuckers. And it's going to reach up with its clawed hand and kind of try and do one of those at you.
Rude.
Oh shit, 22. You just like, you were feeling like, yeah, like try and get my brain, and then it kind of just like scratches your leg. And you're like, the fuck, dick. And he's gonna roll a 10 damage. That's the best Intellect Devour has ever damaged anybody with its claw in its entire life. And it like looks at its claw, at the blood on it, and realizes it may just be a warrior. But also, maybe not. Okay, this little guy, this little fella, is gonna run in under the feet of this guy up to you, Arendelle. I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, jeez, 3.
3. You, my friend.
Plus 1d4 for bless.
Plus 1d4 bless.
I don't think it's going to matter, so I'll keep it.
You are going to take 11 points of psychic damage and be stunned.
Okay.
And then he's going to go with his claw. Try and get you. He'll have advantage because you're stunned. But he rolls abysmally and only rolls an 8. And just sort of scrapes your shin guard. Nothing. And then he's going to run away because you're so mean and scary. And hide. Okay, any other intellect powers in the house? Oh, man. This one's going to run up to here. And Arendelle, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw. I need you to roll really, really well for me, please. Really, really well. So well. So incredibly good.
And I will use. Can I use bless with this as well?
Yep. Anytime you make a saving throw.
A D4, yeah.
Yep.
That'll be a total of 19.
As it attempts to steal your body and devour your brain, it fails. And despite your stun condition, you are safe. I need you to do it one more time.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're ruthless little bastards.
We're still bless is up for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, at least a minute for the rest of the combat, probably.
Oh, that's not good. That's 10.
10. As you are going to fail, you receive essentially like whatever it was, but while you were on your journey, Vivara was sort of like reciting to you, just sort of like, she just kind of said to you on the way here, she said, if you find yourself in trouble, count cards in your head. I know it sounds strange, but just do it. And in this moment, as you feel your brain sapping away, you start like just like counting through like a deck of cards, basically. You're like, okay, like Ace of spades, two of spades, three of spades. Start going through it, and it's distracting enough and enough of a wall that it protects you as she uses a portent. As she foresaw your mind being eaten this day, and she uses the portent to protect you, and you are not going to lose this character, which is super cool. This one over here is not going to take a turn because he was a bandit this turn, so his turn. Oh, he already got you, so never mind. That's going to bring us to the mind flares. Woohoo! This one is going to. Oh my god. Let me go look at that block over here. It finally gave in to Mind Flare's hover speed, which I like. Okay, what we gonna do? We gotta do something. We gotta be mean. We gotta be a little mean. All right, Basan, how far away are you? This silly thing. You dangerous, mean gith, you. You're so mean to me. Killing all my bad guys. This one looks down at you from the top, Basan, and you feel it try and enter your mind and dominate you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. You have bless, so D4. You're also muted.
Ever look at a bunch of dice, and in a moment you're like, fuck, where's a D4? And then you're like looking at 20 of them, but you can't tell them from the D8s. All right, so.
So.
That is an 18.
That will save. Dominate monster never works. Never, ever, ever. Ever. Does the saver suck? Don't take the spell, because it will never work. That's my suggestion. It's going to move over to here as surprisingly it failed. And he is going to just move up to there. This one is going to... He's got 30 feet, so he's going to go over to here 15 feet. Look out the door. Basan, give me another one. Let's see if we can make Dominate Monster work one of these days. It's my ultimate goal.
Not today. It's a nat 20.
No! It's good for you, but I just want it to work.
I know.
I'm going to target it, and it doesn't count if it's an NPC. It has to be a PC. I have to get a PC one day, or else it doesn't count. And then he's just going to float up and kind of get a better vantage somewhere out of firing range. And that will be the Mind Flare turn. Bringing us back around to Captain Ed Yord of the Prophet's Demise. What do you do?
So, me, I'm going to walk in. I got 30 walking speed, so walk in, pick up auto when I can. But that kind of can I just do that?
Does it cost, like, what's the deal there if you wanted to pick up auto?
It doesn't have anything on my side.
But you want to, like, pick them up and hold on to them? Or are you, like, deactivating them? What do you mean when you say pick up?
Boosty, you know? I was going to just carry him with me, put him down. So,
oh, you're trying to extend his move by, like, quickly picking him up and putting him back down. You can spend an action to grapple, or an attack, one attack, to grapple auto, and then a free action to drop him.
I'm going to leave him there.
Okay.
You can support. That said, am I going to get in range here?
Yeah, you can't see anybody down that hall right now, my friend.
Let me see if I can give you guys a little bit of yeah.
Diagonal, because I'm sure you want to.
I actually, one creature. You know what? Uh, well, and everybody that got shielded will still be shielded. So, um, I'm gonna use my action to do a dash to get me in there as close as possible.
All right.
Because I think I already spent like yeah. Sorry, boom. Yeah.
No worries. You just
Okay, that's about. And then my
auto
bonus
do
action.
anything? Do you have a bonus action for auto?
Yeah, move auto as close as you can. I think I can maybe get him to stop right next to Ethra.
How much speed does he have?
15.
Yeah, so he'll stop right next to us.
And then Viv, did she get a little bit of a bonus shield or no?
The Vara did not. No.
All right, so let's give her one, and she'll
All
get.
right, everyone.
Hell yeah, she gets 12. 8.
12.
Yeah, and I think that replaces yours up there as well.
Sure.
Certainly will.
There
A
we go.
mighty shield. Very nice.
That's my turn.
Well,
Beauty.
to be fair, all of mine have gone, so if that makes a difference for giving someone else then.
It only will hit people in the range, so
Yeah.
you're So you're still where you are. Arendil, you unfortunately, my friend, are stunned and will remain so, but not for much longer. There's no save, or is there a save? I'm gonna double check, make sure there's no save.
Didn't read that.
Yeah, you're stunned until the end of the next turn of the hour. Okay, so that'll bring us to Saeed, who's going to jump into the action to try and help out his good buddy Arendil, his best friend in the whole world.
I'm sure he's not
let's
going to let me forget that either. So there you go.
Remember that I saved you. We're going to see if he gets his astral step back. And he is going to Great Sword strike at the Intellect Devourer, who's the greatest danger right now. Fucking nat 20. Let's go. He's like, not my best pal. And he swings his sword with great ferocity. That's going to be 4, 8. That's going to be 13. That's going to be 25 damage off the cuff. And then I'm not worried about... Yeah, he just comes over there. He, like, runs and, like, drops his blade to the ground, almost dragging it behind him. There's, like, sparks as his blade runs across the ground. And then he just, like, upper swings and bisects the Intellect Devourer in half, and it falls dead. That is a no bueno. That guy now. Then he is going to try and... he's going to say, kill the Intellect Devourers first! Don't make more! And he's going to use an action, or one of his attacks, to grab onto Arendil and just, like basically, like, knock you over and throw you aside out of the way. I'm not going to say he knocks you over, but he pushes you out of the way. He's going to step into the space, and is going to say something super cool in Gith. He's going to say, and he is going to chop away at the Intellect Devourer. That's going to be a very good hit. It's 12. Oops, that was a little more than I meant. 12 damage plus the psychic damage. Ooh, is really good, but it's going to be 6. We're going to see if he gets his astral step back. And he's going to say, there is Gake! And he will uses astral step to get out of the way and just appear here and take cover. Because Geek are dangerous. That'll bring us to Ethrith. I will say by now you all know what Gake means. You guys aren't fluent in Gith, not all of you, but you all know what a Gake is. It's a mind flayer.
Okay, I was feeling of the action dash to actually get able to see through the doorway. Is that right?
Let's take a little look. 30 feet gets you to here. Yeah, you're gonna have to dash to see through, but there's plenty of targets.
That's fine.
Still available.
Dash me so I'm like behind, I guess, just a little bit further past Bisan. Just so I have like a full view of like the door, like through the door.
God, you want to be like here? You can be up against the wall and still get a good view.
Yeah, up against the wall's
15
fine.
feet gets you there. That is your view.
I will now. Okay, give me a view of the whole room where the mind flayers are.
Mind flayers are up top. I'll give it to you because I'll say Saeed will like sort of make a gesture and point them out to you.
I mean, he yelled gay. You know what that means.
Well, I mean, he'll tell you like their positions. Essentially.
Yeah. Draw me a 10-foot circle.
Got it. Here's your 10-foot circle.
It's not smaller than I expected.
Well, you can elevate it.
A little bit wider.
Oh, like a wider shot?
Man, trying to think how I can screw over the mind flayers as badly as possible here. New plan then. Draw me a line behind the mind flayers that is 10 feet away from them. I'm doing wall of death, and I want to angle the nasty area towards the door.
Okay, so you want to make a wall in the back of the room that will sort of flood the room with death, basically.
Yes.
Do you want to hit the bandits?
I want to, hit the bandits. Just I don't want to hit us. I want to just hit enemies.
Understood. So, and how tall is the wall?
20 feet.
Okay, so you're going to have no problem reaching the gate up top if you put it on the floor.
Yeah.
So let's do it like this. And what's the length?
The length is, let me find the spell.
I don't know.
Up to 60 feet long, so it should cover the width of the. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna go wall to wall. Fair enough. To the window. Sorry. 2010 hit or whatever. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put you down here a bit. I want to see out of curiosity if I can like whip out a cool wall in a moment notice. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that'll do.
Shit, let's do that. Okay, I can make it bigger. Oh fuck. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's do it, baby. Just for flair, because it's an opaque wall, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. Yep, correct. Beauty.
So this wall of death appears. There's like faces in the wall, sort of like sort of like combing across the surface of the walls, just completely created of skulls and ghostly figures like screaming in their deathly forms. And you create a big bad wall of death. Now what happens?
Con saves from both mind flayers and any bandits also caught in the 10-foot.
That was it. 2 bandits, an intellect devour, 2 mind flayers. So con saves. Here we go. I'll do the intellect devour first. That is going to be 14, which I believe is failure.
The DC is 17.
One of the bandits will succeed.
Okay.
Now for the mind flayers, who are a little bit sterner. One is going to fail with a 14, and the other is absolutely going to succeed.
Okay. Well, death damage is... That looks pretty good. That's 19 necrotic damage.
19. Alright, let me 19 out some of these dudes. 18, so 18 becomes 9. So this guy will take 9 because he's saved. One of the bandits miraculously survived or succeeded, so he'll take 9. The other one is going to be dead. This all happens when it appears?
Yep.
Got it. So this guy is toast. The intellect devour failed. We'll take that extra 19 damage. Let's see if he's still standing. No, that is a dead mind flare. Or, excuse me, intellect devour as well. Bye-bye. But this does create a new one who will have appeared after its creation, so I will be generous in that sense. And
the creature takes the same damage at the end of the wall for the first time.
Then he will take it now. I'll do.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's going to be 18, so that's going to be 9 damage as it does save.
That's a great spell.
Fantastic save. Fantastic spell, absolutely.
He's been using it very effectively lately.
Oh, yeah. King of the Wall of Death, which is a sick name for a bad guy. I'm going to throw it out there. Okay. Fantastic. You straight up kill 2 dudes and damage the rest of them pretty decently. Well done. Is there anything else?
Fuck, is one alive? Wanted to just shut the door.
Yeah, you want to close the door. Lavar's I mean, I can.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use my last 15 feet of movement to just take cover behind Saeed if I can.
Yeah, yeah, sure. You got 15 feet left, so you can just kind of. You're not gonna get quite to Saeed, but I'll put you here. It'll still get you well out of the doorway.
Okay, I'll take that.
Excellent.
And that covers everything.
All right, it's Fevar's turn. It's too bad you guys are all standing so fucking close to each other. She's gonna run 30 feet to here. I got something fun for her to do. All right. Don't hurt your friends. It's not a good thing to do to hurt your friends. Point we can see. Just gonna do her best here. I'm gonna hit the ground too in case there's any bad guys. Let's do like that, because she can't see, so I'm gonna be fair about it. She wants to put a lot of surface area on the ground, so it's fine. I'll give it to her. Beauty. She is going to her eyes are going to glow purple, sort of deep Hecate purple, and she's going to say, "Know the revelations of the Pythia," and she's going to extend her hand forward, and mist is going to come out of her eye into her hand and sort of sail across the way like a sprite, and there's going to be this influx of energy, and she's going to do overwhelming revelation as everyone inside of the bubble is going to be overwhelmed by prophetic vision.
Oh, that's cool.
So all these guys are going to have to make wisdom saving throws. So 1, 2, 3. The AoE people, let's go. That is a failure from the intellect devourer. That is a success from one of the bandits. Well, technically I'm using, that's my bad. That is a failure. Okay, so I've got 1 success, 2 failures. It's going to be a lot of psychic damage. Oh, that's the wrong set of dice. 57 damage to you. And you're dead. Create a new Mind Flare because of it. Or Intellect Devour. Fuck, I keep screwing him up. He may have saved, but I think he still is not going to survive even the saving amount. We're going to put this one over here. This one failed. But 57 is 56, which is 28 points of damage, which is going to still kill the Intellect Devourer. So in this moment, these creatures of psychic prowess, you see them all like grab their heads and sort of and start screaming, and their eyes begin to like burn like with purple flames as what they're seeing is overwhelming their senses. And the Intellect Devourers literally like catch on purple fire like psychic flame and disintegrate. The bandits sort of like scream and roll their eyes, just like burn in their sockets, and they all fall to the ground dead. And that is going to be Ivara's turn.
Ryan, does that one Intellect Devourer need to roll for coming in within 10 feet of the wall of death?
It certainly does. We set a trap and you fell into it. That's going to roll it's a con save. That's going to be a 14, which I believe is a failure.
Failure. Do I need to roll the damage again since it's like a new turn?
If you want, your decision.
I'll do it. I'll roll it.
Sure.
Makes sense to me. That's 25 necrotic damage.
It appears and it is immediately like swallowed whole by the wall of death and is dead. Good catch.
Just turns into gooey grey matter.
That's right. Vivara is like, we make a good team. Great prophet.
Simply fate at work.
And that's going to bring us to the banditos, which are all fucking dead. So, never mind. We're going to just delete them from initiative. Bringing us to Basan's turn. What do you do, Basan? It's a little spooky in that room right now.
So I have seen the Gek, and I know where they are. So I'm going to use the Wall of Death as a guide, and I'm going to pull the staff and cast a wall of fire. But I'm going to cast it.
Oh no!
You shouldn't. Fantastic.
That's
I love
awesome.
it. Well done. Very well done. So we'll use 2024 wall of fire. 20-foot diameter, 20-foot high. So I'm not gonna worry about adding anything. We're just gonna like give it some torchlight there. There we go. Perfect. So emerging. So the wall of death is there. Basan, you take out your staff and tap it onto the ground, and flame shoots down into the ground and fires around like the edges of all the cobblestone path, and then from the inside of the wall of death, just sort of like exploding outward, is this blazing flame as the wall of death sort of like grabs onto it and roils around it. And this flame turns into this like purple fire of like smoking death as there's like faces burning in the fire. This is like some ultimate synergy shit right here. I'll roll some dex saves and you can roll me 5d8 if you please. Getting spicy in that room.
Fuck.
14 is the best save between the two of them.
DC 15 to save.
They will both fail. Go ahead and roll fire. What'd you get?
For 29 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Youch. 29 points of damage. Jesus Christ. Oh, good lord. Yeah, youch. You hear Gake sort of screeching and roiling in pain from inside. Well done, Basan. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I will clear to the opposite side. Actually, no, I will. Yeah, I will clear to the opposite side of Saeed, but I will get behind the wall or behind the door. Yeah.
I'm just gonna check something real quick here. Oh yeah, these little guys. I forgot all about them. I'm just gonna. No, they're fucking disintegrated. We're not too worried about these two guys. They're being very crafty. In fairness, it was a smart move to go hide, get some total cover. How one does not expect a wall of fire accompanied by a wall of death, or vice versa. Okay, you're gonna go take some cover too?
Yes.
Fair enough. Okay, Chaplain.
Yeah.
There is an intellect devour in the hall. We don't want anyone to feel left behind.
No, I'm gonna go bang on that intellect devourer.
Damn. All right. You run over 30 feet. The little creature sort of like looks up to you. It makes the like anime blushy looks on its face and tries to look as cute as possible.
Aww. What?
What?
Okay. Ooh, nice. 22 to hit for Chap.
Ooh. I'll hit. Give me some damage. Get him. Get him good.
Oh, no. Boo. That's only going to be 2 damage.
It sort of almost like bounces off of it like it was spongy, because it is. And it remains very much alive. Is there anything else?
Nah, I think I'm gonna take one catty corner step to like the northwest there. Like against that the closest wall.
Oh, you're out of movement, I'm afraid.
Left.
That was 30 feet.
Oh, that was 30? Oh, no, I'm good then.
Okay, it's the intellect devourer's turn. It didn't like you bopping it. Make an intelligence save.
I'm not good at these. Ooh, I don't love that one. I'm gonna use my inspiration. 16.
You will save, no problems there, and it's gonna take a little claw scratch at you. Wha-cha! That's gonna be 17 to hit.
That hits. Hey.
Oh no! That's gonna be 5 points of slashing damage as it like does that at you and scrapes up your armor, maybe some of your servos.
You gave me a screech.
And it's gonna run away. I'm not winning this fight. You can swing on it if you want, Chaplain.
Oh, actually I have Warcaster, so I'm going to take a spell shot at it.
Yeah, go for it.
Since it screeched me, I'm gonna hit it with an inflict wounds.
Go for it.
It's a 15 save.
A 15 will hit. Roll me some damage.
Oh no, it has to make a con save of 15.
Oh, okay. It fails.
Okay. All right, here we go. Damage it is then. Oh, come on, 5.
5. Yeah,
on 2d10. Boo.
Oh, you're too nice. Your Chaplain's just you have healing hands, not hurting hands. There goes 5, 10, 15, 20. Scrambles around this corner. You don't know where it went. Or actually, I'll be good and do the rest of it. He just runs away. Mind Flayer time! Woo woo! They decide that this is some fucking bullshit, this room. It just doesn't work for them really great. And you will succeed in your attempts to flush them out, but I don't know how happy you're going to be about it. This one's going to float down 15 feet to here. And is going to turn down the hall. He's going to do what a Mind Flare does. You're no longer stunned, by the way, Red Bill, just so you know.
For now.
But that is probably about to change.
Yeah.
Oh, I might leave it on there for a little while, just in case.
You call that an AoE? This is an AoE. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Actually, I think it'll use a... Oh, that's a dead body. It's going to use its movement to meander down here behind you, Chaplain, just so we can get everybody. You know, we don't want anyone left out, you know.
Rude.
Sick. So I think that'll be the whole party. I require the whole party, including Otto, the droid, to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no!
I've used my inspiration.
I'm going to use my inspiration as well.
You guys, for now, the three people, Bisan, Arindo, and Saeed still have less, so add a D4.
Just stun me. Just do it. I never ever succeed on these.
No, me neither.
And this is the second time I've used inspiration to try and avoid it. It's been these same results as well.
Because my first was a nat 1, so with my inspiration I rolled a 17.
17 is pretty good.
It's not even a spell, so I can't just counterspell it.
Saeed with the save, and now Vivara with the save. So who failed here? Who rolled lower than 15? Chaplain. And so I saw Chaplain and Etherith. Nobody else rolled plus within a 15? Good, that's pretty good. Good job. I do need to roll damage.
Down.
Sorry? Oh, Bless is down. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Bless is down for the folks that had it.
Fair enough. So you guys are stunned, and there's going to be damage. Let's not forget the damage. That is going to be... It's going to be 17 points of psychic damage.
That's only 8 for me.
To all who... Oh, shit. No, sorry. It was more than that. I don't know why I rolled... I was looking at the wrong feature here. I gotta throw 2 more on top of that. My bad. So let's see. That's gonna be 15. 4 is 19. Is gonna be 22. Is gonna be 32 points of psychic damage to Etherith and Chaplain. 32.
Yep. 16. So 12.
And then halved, yes, will be 16 for everybody else.
And me, because I resist. Haha.
And you, because you resist. That's right. Excellent. So that's what that one does. It floated down 5, 10. And I think it's going to back up 5 feet here. Wall of Death is down, so this is just a firewall now. What's the other one gonna do? It's gonna float down 15 here. And it's gonna walk into the hallway here.
If he's walked through the door, sorry, would I get, now that I am not stunned, would I have an attack of opportunity?
It would have. Let's find out.
Or not?
No, it floated
that's
further
fine.
than you are.
Okay.
Yeah, I was definitely going for distance here. So it moves to here and positions itself and looks around the room. and sees the number of swords and people who aren't stunned. Oh. It's going to plane shift and disappear. There's like this wall of like purple rimmed energy and black, and these tentacles are going to come up from behind and kind of slither around the Mind Flayer's body and sort of pull him into the portal, and he'll vanish into the deep astral. All right, Mr. Yord, it's your turn.
I am just gonna blast at it.
All right, blast away.
And that is a 16 plus 8.
16 plus 8 will hit. 24.
Okay. And that's 5, 4, 9, 9 damage.
9 damage. Takes the fireball shot to the shoulder. Is there anything else?
Bonus action, I'm going to move Otto as close as he can for 15 feet. And
just put him in that square.
Gonna do a little pulsing.
All right, that's how many feet did you say that was? 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay, that'll hit you and Vivara.
All right, cool. And that is a 1 plus 4 for 5 temporary HP. Hey, that was a little bit.
All right, Vivara's got more temp points than that, so she'll stick with the 12.
Okay.
You'll get if you need.
That's my turn.
Oh, I forgot to account. That was 16 damage to our allies here. So 16, so she's taken 4 damage in fact, and will happily take 5. My apologies, I forgot about that. And Said, it was 16 damage, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Okay, well done, Ed. That's going to bring us to Arendil. You are free, and there's a Mind Flare.
Okay, so I will. Can I make the Mind Flare? Is he within my 30 feet?
Oh yeah, you can get in range.
Okay. So I will. I'm going to use one of my. No, not at the moment. I'm going to attack with my sword.
All right.
Actually. Sorry, I'm just looking at one of my maneuvers if it's fine.
No worries.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna attack with the sword first of all. Oh my god. Nat 1.
Nat 1. Roll me an attack roll on Chaplain. Just a straight attack roll.
I'm sorry, mate. 18.
That hits.
Roll me damage. See if how bad you hurt Chaplain.
6.
6. All right, 6 damage, Chaplain. Arendo comes around, and you swing the blade of Arendo and kind of in the moment forget yourself and kind of chop Chaplain in the back of the head by accident.
Okay, so as I'm going to action surge, but as I action surge, because I missed, I'm going to use one of my maneuvers, which is, where is it? Come on. I get there. Where was it? I've just seen it. Precision attack. So when you miss with an attack roll, you can expend one superiority die and add the die to the attack roll on this.
All right, well, go ahead and action search. Well, go ahead and make your attack first, see if you need to spend it.
So that'll be a 13. And then...
So roll your precision.
Which is a 7 on the die, so 20 to hit.
20 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Well done.
9.
9, okay. It'll take 9 slashing damage. Well done.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna pop out the spiritual weapon behind him.
Got it. Alright, make me a spiritual weapon attack.
Oh my god, what is with these rolls today? 13.
13 does not hit, I'm sorry to say. Bounces off of its armor on its back. Is there anything else?
Me. No.
Sorry, Rendo. Alright, that's going to bring us to Saeed, who is going to charge the gate. Yeah, he's going to charge the gate. We'll get all the way over here, why not? It's going to make 3 attacks. That's going to be 18 will hit, 8, 16, 17 will hit, and the last one will hit as well. So that's going to be, get all the slashing out of the way. It's going to be 9, 12. That's going to be 5, that's going to be 9. And that's going to be 6. It's going to be 10. Now we're going to see how psychic damage works out, because they're pretty resistant to all this. It's going to be 6, 3, 9, 10, 13, 13, 14, 18. 18 becomes 9 points of psychic damage. It is very, very, very hurt, but it is still alive. Etherith.
I'm stunned.
You're just stunned, my friend, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to say. Vivara turns over to cast a spell, seeing the mind flare so damaged, it kind of looks over at Yubasan and goes, "Oh no, by all means, please. I know this is like a cultural thing for you, right?" Okay. And she'll hold an action just in case, but she's like, no, please. And that will be her turn. Basan?
Oh yes, so now I whip out the saber.
Oh. All right, fantastic. Do you drop your sword? Do you pull a Gamora and throw your staff and draw the sword?
Yeah.
All right, you throw the staff aside, draw the sword, charge in. Ah! What's it look like when you charge in? Are you cold steel or are you fiery battle?
Oh, she's an assassin.
Got it. You just almost apathetically charge in with precision. Go ahead, run in, make me an attack roll.
All right, she gets 2 attacks, and that is a 28 and a 15.
They will both hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Well, you know what? Tell me how you want to do this. It's got 4 hit points left.
She just takes its head.
Got it. So we'll say in this moment, Saeed runs in, and Vivara's like, "No, please." And you run in, you and Saeed both run in. We'll just say you guys run in at the same time. And you guys just like it's like oh, there's a good reference. It's like Captain America and Winter Soldier just beating on Iron Man together, where he's just like chop, and as he swings in your direction, you just like chop, and then it swings back to him, and he chops, and in the end, you chop its head off, cut through all four tentacles. The head lays flat at your feet, and the mind flare falls destroyed. As the head is sitting there at your feet, you have slain a mind flare by your own hand. What do you do?
She looks kind of contemptuously at it and kind of kicks the head aside and walks off, or walks to sort of check the room and the rest of everyone, and she'll drop concentration on the fire spell.
The fire goes out almost symbolically if you're just sort of like coldness, like this didn't matter, kind of. Saeed like loudly scoffs at your coldness towards the situation, not approving at all, and yeah,
turns to him and winks.
And he just sort of like, just kind of shakes his head at you and snarls. And we'll deal with that next session. But you guys have slain a mind flare, stopped whatever it is they're doing in this warehouse. You do hear from inside of the warehouse room, you hear like a little help. And we will indeed end the session there and see what it is that you've achieved, what you have stopped next session.
Yay!
Well done.
Yay!
Well done.
Well done, guys. Good job.
Nice
One
work,
day,
everyone.
I will save against the brain blast.
Good
Oh.
synergy. Good working together.
Yeah, god damn, that's a combo and a half. Holy shit.
I know.
Put them in
Not
the oven.
fun, but that was good being back. That was great.
It was so
Yeah,
good
good
to
having
see
you
you,
back,
man. Welcome back.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
gets the
not
break.
be going anywhere until June, so solid sessions.